We need to understand the real reason why USAID is in Africa. And not just USAID, but other NGOs. You look at DFID, which is the British equivalent, and many other smaller ones. Their sole purpose was to act as if they're coming to rescue Africa. They are coming in claiming that they're introducing grassroots initiatives that are going to help the people. And so they use that as a way to go into the most remote parts of Africa. When you look at it on paper, it all looks really good. But they're actually wolf in sheep's clothing.
I'm a pattern recognition expert, but let her speak.
They are using that open access sounding humanitarian to constantly destabilize governments. I can tell you right now, the majority of African leaders, and not just African leaders, but leaders in the developing world, are celebrating the exit of USAID. If you think about it, their sole purpose, for example, filling in the gaps in healthcare and education, where is the change? Show me one country that USAID was in and education improved. Show me what country where USAID was in and healthcare improved. The social services they're bringing, it's peanuts. The American taxpayer needs to know the billions of dollars that are being given to USAID, a fraction is making it to the people.
I like this one.
You have spoken the mind of billions of African people. This truth shall set Africans free. All I know is this comment is the most liked comment, and this is just a clip. I will post the whole thing in the comment section and you can be the judge of it. Then again, I would also not be surprised if it was a bot writing that comment, but then again, I don't mind if a bot remind me of a truth that I can investigate.
If you are a non-American citizen that's doing Fansly or OnlyFans and trying to go to the USA, good luck. You will be permanently denied. They have refused my visa because I'm a, quote, prostitute. I don't know. I mean, let the host come in. What's the problem with that?
I mean, it kind of sounds horrible, but I think there's more information.
Let us investigate.
Yeah, the girl is lying. Check the comments. Let me read it. There's more to the story. If you read her Twitter comments, she was previously denied an ETSA and admitted to selling services, so the reason for her denial is legitimate. If you dig even deeper, previously she was reportedly convicted for illegal prostitution in her home country. Really? Wow.
Just for context, the entire Twitter thread and account was nuked, so I wasn't able to confirm these allegations, other than seeing multiple replies discussing them. Make of that what you will.
Damn, international hoeing. How about that, bro? Like, wow. As always, right? People always post a story that makes it seem like it's, make them seem sympathetic. Again, I don't think this is really, like, should people be, like, banned for, like, coming in if they have OnlyFans? No, I don't think.
I don't think you should be banned for OnlyFans, even if I disagree with the practice. Hey, do whatever you want to do. Then again, selling services can mean way more than you think.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone.
Do you think this outfit is provocative? Do you think it's provocative? I'm wearing a fucking... How is this? Okay, right? Keep this in mind. This is what I was wearing. I had to go one stop on the tube. One stop, 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the total travel time from the tube to the nail salon. I had to get my nails done, right? On the tube, I get on, right? Two guys sit next to me. One of them goes like this, stretches his arm. I'm sitting over there. Stretches his arm. He touches my shoulder, and his friend's laughing, and he is laughing. 5 minutes, guys! What is going on?
I mean, we kind of know what's going on, but...
I get off the tube. Some guy, he gets off the tube as well, follows me when I get out the station. I kind of do the thing where you look back. This guy's fully following me. He followed me all the way to the nail salon. At the traffic light, another guy came from the front. He purposely walked in my way so he could bump into me, and a guy following me from the behind. This was 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And guess what? It was at 1 p.m. During the day, broad daylight. How is it possible that I was fucking shitting myself, scared to go outside from the nail salon after, because I had interactions with 3 people where I was scared for my safety. This is like not okay. Middle of the day in London. Come on. This is not fair. What the fuck is going on? Figure your shit out. Oh my god.
I've been domesticated, I have been educated in such a way socially that if I walk on the street and I realize in front of me is a woman with her back to me, I cross the street. If there's another woman that might be scared and have a big jacket because it's so cold, I just stop. I walk slower. I can walk faster, no?
Why are you running?
I've done my part. Because if I say something...
That's racist.
Venga, dilo. Remember to subscribe.
Tomorrow, I'm heading to court to plead not guilty on felony and misdemeanor charges for rescuing 4 criminally abused chickens from Purdue's Petaluma Poultry Slaughterhouse. I go on trial this May, facing up to 5.5 years in prison. While I am pleading not guilty, I am also not denying what I did. I did rescue those 4 chickens, but I don't believe that it was a crime. I believe that it was an act of legal necessity.
I find it interesting somebody can say, I'm not guilty, I did do that, but I don't believe it's a crime. It's a very interesting way of thinking. I wish I could do that, because usually I don't like the consequences.
My sign says if you...
All that bullshit. There's your soundbite, you little weird internet troll.
My sign says if you want to know how fascism ends, ask Benito Mussolini.
And they hung him, right?
Yep, they hung him by his feet from a lamppost. That's exactly what every fascist deserves. The only good fascist is a dead fascist.
Now, are you calling for that to happen to our president right now?
I believe that the minute that Donald Trump decided to start ignoring judicial orders, he gave up the right to be the rightful president of the United States. He's an enemy of the nation, and yes, I'd like to see him hung by his feet by a lamppost.
Some people illegally entered America, seems to be from Venezuela, Trinidad, Aragua. They started acting like gang members over there. They got arrested, were supposed to be sent to Guantanamo, but they were sent to Salvador because they have better prison and the capacity to keep the gangster people. Let's just say that. But while they were on a plane, one judge supposedly in America was like, yo, I got the power. And he was like, stop the plane. And Trump was like, yeah, the plane is already over international wars. You don't have the power. So logistically, they won the battle. But then people started protesting and said, but the judge had the power. You went against democracy. And that's why they're protesting.
So I'm kind of sick and tired of all these Democrats running around talking about, here's what we're going to do to win. Motherfucker, they're not going to let you take office. The only way we're getting Donald Trump or J.D. Vance or his ilk out of power is having tens of millions in this people in the streets. And we're going to have to have a few thousand people die at the hands of cops and soldiers before people get outraged enough to actually force the government to resign.
I'm not advocating for this, but if you want to normalize something because something is not working and you advocate that maybe collateral damage ain't that bad, I don't care which side you're on.
Beheaded Donald Trump, are you calling for his death?
I am, yes. I believe it's time that the people straight cut his fucking head off.
I can understand your rage, but I know I cannot paint that face with a more skin tone color like me or even darker. Because, yeah, that would be hate speech and it would be a crime, you know?
You cannot have a democracy where single individual district court judges can assume the full total powers of the commander-in-chief. Even on the Supreme Court, it takes agreement of 5 Supreme Court justices to change a federal policy. 5. A single district court judge out of 700 cannot set policy for the entire nation, let alone on national security and public safety issues. The president has been clear that he has tremendous respect for Justice Roberts and believes it's essential the Supreme Court crack down and stop this assault on our democracy from these radical rogue judges that are usurping the powers of the presidency and laying waste to our entire constitutional system.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trump can say something federal. You need 5 gangsters judges to stop the federal. But one little judge of the 700 says, I'm more powerful than the 5 to stop the president. That's not democracy.
Lankford, a Republican in the Senate, he proposed a border bill. We had a border bill to close the border. Why did Trump shoot that down?
You know, that's a great fact. I couldn't argue something that might be a fact. I don't know what is the fact.
A lot of people think this is a gotcha moment, but you can do some research, and if you don't believe me, you can even ask the left-leaning robot ChatGPT. The border bill that Trump shut down, would it allow immigrants anyway legally at high amount? Yes, the bipartisan bill that Trump opposed and help shutdown would still allow legal immigration at significant levels while aiming to reduce illegal crossing. The border bill that Trump opposed included an asylum limit of 5,000 crossings per day or an average of 4,000 per day over a week. But then 5,000 arrived daily anyway at the border without the bill, and they confirmed it. Yes, exactly. So even in the defense of Democrats to say that the border wasn't open, well, under your power, the illegal crossing hit a record high. And by Trump's standard and what most people have voted for, you were trying to legalize something that he was trying to prevent. Because if he did agree with this and he came into power, the first thing you're going to say to him is, look, you failed your promises. And that is the last thing you want to do when you promise so much.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush hash purple skunk, criollo colombici jam jam, turloqueta verdeta welcome.